this is a movie that has been out of print for 40 years. So I'm so excited to talk about it, unbox it, and share with you my enthusiasm for this release from Fun City Editions. So this is a movie from 1984 that didn't do big business at the box office, but over time it has a cult following, and that cult following has really grown in the last 15 years or so. So I'm expecting that this Blu-ray will do wonders for Fun City Editions, and I think that anyone that's an 80s collector will be just over the moon to have this film finally on Blu-ray in their collection. And man, Cynthia Dale in this movie is simply a knockout. G'day viewers, Retro Man here, and welcome to a special episode of Lost Movies from the 1980s. So yes, it's really fun doing this series, and I just wanted to throw in a bonus unboxing episode today, and we'll get back on track with episode 6 very soon. So just a little special episode of Lost Movies from the 80s, if you will, because I have a very special movie here today. And I tell you what, I am super excited because I will be unboxing a movie that has basically been out of action for 40 years. That's right, in 1984, there was a small Canadian dance movie that came out, and it very quickly became a cult movie. So the film that I'm talking about is Heavenly Bodies. Now in 2024, it has seen the light of day. A company called Fun City Editions has picked it up and released it on DVD and Blu-ray. Man, this is a film that has been lost to the hands of time. The last time people would have seen this film is back in the VHS and Laserdiscs day. Now, the inspiration for Heavenly Bodies was a little film from 1983 called Flashdance, starring Jennifer Beals. I mean, the success of that film was just unbelievable. Not only did Flashdance break box office records, the sale of leg warmers increased, and I tell you what, that soundtrack featuring Irene Cara just exploded. Now, the makers of Heavenly Bodies tried to do the exact same thing here. They took an unknown Cynthia Dale, placed her in this film. She looked great, and the big difference with Heavenly Bodies is that Cynthia Dale had a dancing background, and she danced her heart out in this movie. And really, you could say for that reason, Heavenly Bodies is superior in the dance department to Flashdance, because remember guys, in Flashdance, Jennifer Beals didn't do the dancing. So Cynthia Dale has one up on her, and this film, I tell you what, it is cheesy. It features wall-to-wall dance aerobics. Remember, this was a time when aerobics exploded in the 80s, and this film really tried to capitalize on two things: dance movies such as Flashdance and the aerobics boom. You put those two together and you get Heavenly Bodies, a cheesy dance-a-thon that will really have you glued to the screen. And they also copied that Flashdance formula and gave us a soundtrack to die for. So there is a lot of great music in Heavenly Bodies, and music is one of the big reasons why this film has been caught up in a state of limbo for 40 years. There was some rights issues, and they had to get clearance on 3 songs for this release to happen. So behind the scenes, there has been a lot going on that many people aren't even aware about. And as I understand it, getting Heavenly Bodies on Blu-ray for the first time has been a huge undertaking by Fun City Editions. They've actually been working on this for 5 years behind the scenes. I mean, many of us only found out of its upcoming release 6 months ago. And I tell you what, if you're a fan, you will just be happy that it is finally here. So the release of Heavenly Bodies is a big thing for its fan base. and I'm sure Fun City Editions will just explode with this one. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's unbox Heavenly Bodies on Blu-ray starring Cynthia Dale. Man, 40 years and it's happening. So for fans of the film, this is what you have been waiting for. Here it is, Heavenly Bodies, and I'll flip it over and it has a tagline here and it says working out, reaching and winning. So let's get the plastic off it, shall we, and have a look inside. Now, this actually came with a slipcover if you bought it direct from Fun City Editions, and I'm sure many people located in America went ahead and did that on the pre-order. But unfortunately, in Australia here, it was really hard to jump in and buy it quickly and really not cost effective. So I missed out on that limited edition slipcover, but I do have the disc here, so I'm pretty impressed, pretty happy. And let's take a look. We have a booklet inside here, and I really like my booklets. And let's see what goodies are in here. Well, there's actually quite a bit of information, and they've actually mentioned Paradise on the side here, which is another one of their releases. In fact, they've done some advertising on the side of the booklet for other Fun City releases, and they have pictures of Heavenly Bodies throughout. So it kind of looks like an old TV guide. They've got TV listings here. So they've tried to make this booklet, you know, seem like a TV guide back in the 80s. But the emphasis, of course, is on Heavenly Bodies. And we've got an essay at the back here, so that should be very cool to read. So booklets are always good in my eyes, and I'm looking forward to reading that one. And let's take a look at the disc here, shall we? This is Blu-ray, and on the back here we have double-sided art. So we'll have a look at that in a minute, but that is the Blu-ray. We've got that shot of Cynthia Dale and the dancers, and yeah, it's okay. I mean, it probably, I thought, might have had that classic image on the Blu-ray, but that's something different. I can go with that. But let's have a look at this double-sided artwork. And by the looks of things, they've got the title Scratch Dance on here, which, you know, probably a play on Flashdance. I've never really heard it called Scratch Dance before, and it says she's reaching for the top with everything she's got. So it's nice to have that double-sided artwork, but let's pop the disc back in here and get this back in. So, yeah, let's hope that the print of the film is okay. And it says on the back here, special features, new video interview with star Cynthia Dale and a newly recorded audio commentary by a couple of people there, and, of course, an image gallery. So there doesn't appear to be any trailers or anything like that on here, so that's a bit of a missed opportunity. But what I will do is check this Blu-ray out and definitely come back and tell you more about it. So this was a highly anticipated release. So far, I must say, I'm just happy to have it after all of these years, but I was expecting a little bit more on surface value at the moment. I really wish that artwork had have been blown up or magnified, if you will, because having it as an inset pick, I believe, is a bit of a missed opportunity. Anyway, I'm still happy to have the film, and we'll talk more about it at a later date. So there we have it, Heavenly Bodies on Blu-ray, and if you're looking for a DVD, that one is also available, so you have a choice there. It would have been great, really, to get the Blu-ray and the DVD in the one box, but having that artwork there, the double-sided artwork, makes it really cool. This perfect 1980s aesthetic on the front, which really is a throwback to the Key video release in the United States. They've got that little key there, but now it's got Fun City Editions on it. And the booklet, I mean, there's a couple of goodies here that make this really a fantastic release. So I think for anyone who has been a big admirer of this film for 40 years, this is one that you will have to get in your collection. I mean, this just has 80s written all over it. It came out when the dance boom happened right in the mid-80s there, and music videos, you know, they were something new, something fresh and exciting. And this film uses all of those elements. I mean, it tells a simplistic story, but you add all that music, you add all that dance, and I tell you what, this is 90 minutes of pure 80s fun. Now, I'm really keen to check out the print of the film. Apparently, they found a 35mm and they did a 4K remaster. So I don't know whether that means at a later date, Fun City may bring out a 4K release, but in the meantime, we have the Blu-ray. You can also get the DVD, and I think this is just a win-win for fans. So Heavenly Bodies, a lost movie that most of the world don't know about. But if you're really into that 80s groove and you've never seen it, this will really blow your mind. This has everything you remember about the era, the fashion, the sound, the look, the dance moves, and the aerobics. It has it all. It's as cheesy as, but if you're an 80s nut, this is the one to have. So I can't wait to check out the print. I will do that tonight. And what I'm going to do is come back with another episode that takes a look at the pros and cons of this physical media release. So I will tell you what's great about it, what's not so great. But Fun City Editions have tried hard here, and guys, I just can't wait to see the print. So I'm really looking forward to having a screening of this tonight, and I will be back to tell you more. So there we have it, guys, a special episode of Lost Movies from the 1980s. But in the meantime, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for my next episode. And if you're a fan of this movie, jump into the comments below and tell me, will you be getting this Blu-ray release? And just tell me your memories of this film. Some of you may have seen it in the cinema, others may own the Japanese Laserdisc. All of those things, tell me in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started on this lost film. Until next time, this is Retro Man, living the dream, retro style. Stay gold.
Thanks for watching. Retro Man will return faster than a boomerang. But in the meantime, please check out these other episodes.